the crap that
All
we're
the crap
interested in.
we're interested in. I'm Keith Davidson.
I'm Papa Joey Stay.
I'm Tim Rice.
Searching for the truth.
Exploring the
unexplained.
Investigating the paranormal. Subscribe now.
Hit the alert button.
Hit the alert button so you don't miss an episode. Welcome to The Truth
About beer.
and...
Oh, yeah.
Adding some extra sound effects.
Sound effects. That's awesome.
Well, here we are.
Here we are, yeah.
We are here. Welcome to our Happy Unexplained Hour. Or
Number 19.
19. Hey, 19.
All right, we got some people on already. We got Wendy on. Hi, Wendy. We got Tim on. We got Beyond the Veil. Hey, guys. Glad you can join us.
Francis and Christine is on.
Mike Super Harshow.
Hey, yo.
All right. Now the party can start. We're just missing one person right now to get this party started. Should we bring him on?
Let's do it. Let's get this going.
The guru of the SUDS. There he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, cheers, guys.
You know him, you love him. Or at least we love him.
We love him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you. The feeling is mutual. The love is there.
The love is in the air.
Exactly.
Wow. I wonder if these chalices up here give it away what we're going to be drinking tonight.
Well,
they
can't
may.
read them from our end, probably.
We're getting a little snooty tonight. So, you know.
Bougie. Huh?
Exactly. Exactly. Getting bougie.
Bougie.
Yeah. So of course, we're going to do Stella tonight. Good old Stella Artois.
Oh, I like that.
So I'm not going to... We won't go... Yeah, got the daughter up there. So I'm at the sink because we've got to rinse the glass if we're going to do this the ultimate proper way. Not a real big deal.
Ours are pre-rinsed, I guess.
You're all good. So it does crack me up though, because I mean I love Stella. It's a delicious, refreshing beer. If I'm going to drink like a Budweiser type beer, I would much rather just drink a Stella if I want a good old traditional lager or pilsner type thing. But what's funny to me is just they have their 9-step pouring ritual.
9 steps?
Yep. Someone in their marketing department got really carried away at one point.
So
and apparently,
you better not be really thirsty.
Yeah, and like you guys, you've probably been to many bars and have even ordered a Stella. I've never once seen a bartender do the 9-step pouring ritual. Not even a process, it's a ritual.
They don't even know.
Exactly. So but yeah, so we won't go too much into the beer itself because honestly there's not too much to be said about it that we haven't already talked about with some of the other pilsners and lagers. Your traditional Belgium lager, nothing real fancy there. On the bottle it says, the year 1366. That's the original brewery that eventually started brewing Stella Artois, started in 1366. Stella as a beer came around, I want to say in the 1920s. So it has been around for some time, but definitely not 1366. That's more in reference to the brewery. And then, like most beers out there, they are owned by InBev, Anheuser-Busch, because they own 80 to 90% of the market. So, but it is still brewed in Belgium by the original brewery and all of that. So it's still legit, but Anheuser, of course, just helps them with distribution and kind of oversees everything there. So, real quick, what I'll tell you about is a few of the steps if this was on draft, if you were going to do the 9-step pouring a ritual. I was hoping Tim would be here because he would enjoy one of the steps. Is not only cleaning the glass, but you have the sacrifice, which is when you open the tap, you don't put the chalice under the tap originally. So you open up the tap and you sacrifice a little bit of the beer to clear out the tube because it just sits there in the plastic. And so, wasn't it Tim who had brought that up, was asking about the beer in the tube?
Yeah, he did.
So
He did.
Exactly. So he would be happy with that. So Stella agrees with him. You got to sacrifice a little bit of the beer, and then while it's pouring, you stick the glass underneath, you tip it, you top it off. So that's about the only one when you don't, or when you do have the draft that you do. Otherwise, they made a modified version for the bottle. So we will go through that now, ladies and gentlemen. Right. The first step would be the chill.
Oh,
chill the bottle.
Okay.
I'm sure that's already done.
So we got that.
Check.
The next step would be the purification. So with some cold water, I got my sink here. I'm just the glass, of course, is already clean from the dishwasher, but just gonna give it a nice cold rinse. It's all refreshed, nice and clean. The next step is the unveiling. Grab your bottle opener if you haven't already.
Oh.
And remove the
pretend.
top. Okay. Gotta get that against the counter. I'm just gonna drop it. The unveiling. We're 3 steps into this 9-step triple. You guys are doing great. Step 4.
Unveiling sound effect.
Oh.
Exactly. The alchemy begins.
Whoops, I missed.
So, we'll go through these 2 at once. So you got the alchemy begins, even though there's no alchemy actually going on. And then step 5 is the crown. So it's your typical, it's like how everyone pours a beer. You start like this and then you go straight and you put a nice head on it. They just call it the alchemy begins and the crown. They also, if this were a tap, you would intentionally like overflow the beer. So it would actually come running down the side and you have a nice big head sitting on the top, which then step 6 would be the beheading. And you take the foam off with a butter knife essentially. But anyway, let's just pour the beers. You should do it right. Like most beers, you should have about a 2-finger head on top there. Let the giggles begin, a 2-finger head. Oh, I could have. Where's my knife? Look at that. I need to behead my beer.
Wow, yours is way better.
Let me.
Is it because you chilled your glass?
Probably.
I'm going to get a
butter knife here.
About a 1/4-inch.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look, he's got
Step number 6, the beheading.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
Wow.
Man, I've never actually had that happen so perfectly. All right.
Yeah, look at that.
Step 7, the judgment.
7. Okay.
So we need to look at the beer, the judgment.
Oh.
Stare at it.
Can I
turn
hide
it? Look at the bubbles.
Look at the bubbles. Yes.
Look at the head. Just beautiful golden color.
Mm-hmm.
Step number 8, the cleansing. Because you intentionally over poured your beer, again, assuming it was more of a tap, you would then have a tub of water and you would just dip the glass down into the tub and you would cleanse it that way.
It's like a baptism.
Exactly. And then the last step 9 is the bestowing. So they have fancy little doilies that say Stella Artois on them. I don't have that. I've got a paper towel.
That looks really fancy.
So I'm going to set a paper towel right there. And when you serve the glass, you always have to serve it with the logo facing the customer. So I'm the customer. I'm going to face myself.
Right.
And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the 9 steps to pour a very basic Pilsner beer. Let's drink. Cheers.
It's time. Cheers.
I think after that much effort, I don't want to drink the damn thing.
It is a good beer, though. I love Stella.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very refreshing beer.
Very tasty.
Very tasty.
But yeah, just cracking up. Some marketing department came up with that. Like, come on, just pour the damn beer.
Right.
Yeah, just don't be that thirsty if you're going to go through all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Tim would say, drink a Budweiser and then go to this.
Yeah.
While you're waiting.
If you haven't done it before, go to YouTube and look up Stella Artois 9-step pouring ritual, and they have like their official, video on a bartender doing it the right way, and it's breathtaking.
It's got
You'll find that.
Bring Tim in so we can say hi to
Yeah,
Jeff.
we should.
Yeah.
We should bring Tim in real quick.
All right.
There he is.
Testing. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
You good?
What's up?
Hey, guys. Oh, that was such a beautiful thing. I got so excited during that whole thing.
Did you hear about the sacrifice?
Yes. Listen, I'll tell you a small story. Over in Slovakia and Bratislava and Hungary and Budapest, they serve Stella on tap, and they have a little aerator on it, and they have a line on the glasses, and they intentionally make that head on there when they pour it. You know what I'm talking about, Jeff?
Yeah, actually, now that you say it, I never paid attention, but I don't know if you can see it. There is a line. You probably can't see it on the camera.
Yes.
But,
So what
yeah,
they do
there's
is
a line
they
there.
pour it on the tap. They have a little aerator
it is.
that sits off to a side, and then they pour it up to there. And then after they hit that line, they switch over and hit that aerator, and it blows the head up to about an inch over the glass. And then they have this little, like a knife, and they scrape it off. But it's built into the tap, especially only for Stella.
That's funny, man. So they do take it
It's
serious.
hilarious.
Us
Yeah,
Americans just don't take it serious enough.
No, they don't. They don't. And I've never seen that anywhere else except Europe.
Well, at
And
least
you know,
they modify.
the big question is, Tim, is how many Budweisers did you have in the 9-step process? That's my question.
I'm on my third one right now.
You know,
It
you
took
could
a
just
while.
drink-
I mean,
I was gonna say you could drink Coors Banquet. I hear it tastes the exact same. So
that's funny, man. That's hilarious.
I'm sorry.
No, that's funny. No, I'll live with that until the day I die. I understand.
That's awesome.
I deserve that.
That was a cool test. I want to do it with the light versions. See what.
Yeah, we need
I'd
to
be
do that.
curious. I'd be curious to know if any of the bars in town have that little Stella tap setup, because it is a popular beer in a lot of places, and the more
Yeah.
expensive pubs and bars, I believe, may have that. So
Yeah,
I'll
that's
look into
interesting
that.
with the aerator and everything. I've never seen that.
If you could probably YouTube it and see you can see what I'm talking about, but it's very, very cool. And it's common in every bar over in Europe. It's just amazing,
Makes
especially
sense.
the hotels.
Interesting.
Right on.
That's cool. Hey, I wanted to ask you, Jeff. I was in Total Wine picking up the beer, like I always do, and I noticed they have a Christmas beer out from Breckenridge. It's a Christmas ale. Have you ever heard of it? Have you ever seen it?
I haven't. No. I wonder how similar, because I was telling you guys about that Griswold's
Oh yeah.
that Red Rock Brewing here in Salt Lake makes. It's a Christmas beer. I wonder if it's similar to that. Just if they're using similar types of spices and things in it.
Well,
But
be
yeah,
on the hunt
that'd
for
be good.
that. See if you can
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah. And it's
Because if
from
you can,
Breckenridge.
Breckenridge. Yeah, because if you can
Cool.
find it, let's pick it up and we'll do it in December. We'll do that as our
Yeah, that'd be cool.
beers.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd
And
be
actually,
really cool.
speaking of, Stella was originally brewed as a Christmas beer.
Really?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It sure was. I knew that.
Yep. And then it just got so popular that they kept it year round. And then they have the Stella cider as well, which is really good. I don't know if you guys had that one, but
The original
I've seen
Stella
it.
glass. The original Stella glass had the little the berries and mistletoe on it painted on the glass. I
Oh,
used
all
to
right.
have one, but I used to have one, but I broke it.
that would make sense that it would have that. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any idea, Tim, when it switched over to a year-round beer? I don't have a clue.
When I started drinking it,
We've got a good customer. We need to go year-round.
Yeah. See, Beyond the
I
Veil
really
said-
don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure when they did that. I believe it was like 1926 is when they started brewing Stella.
Yeah, when I
Specifically,
started
so.
drinking it. Yeah.
Yeah, Beyond the Veil said that the Christmas ale is really popular in Ohio.
Oh wow.
So, I wonder if that's that same Christmas ale.
I don't know. Do you guys know the name of it?
Says this is Breckenridge that he saw.
Yeah, Breckenridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Breckenridge Christmas Ale. I should have grabbed a picture of it and put it up, but I just thought I'd mention it to you because I think that'd be a cool one to do in December.
Yeah, I'll have to Google that and check it out. I'm pretty sure because it's Breckenridge Brewery, right?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I've seen some of their beers here. So, but who
Yeah,
knows?
this one definitely looks like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And it's out already. So it's at Total Wine right now.
Yeah, they had it just on an end cap. They just had a display of it, and I was like, ooh, I need
They've
to
kind
look
of
that up.
released everything early this year because I mean the
Seems like
pumpkin
it.
beers were out like the first of last month.
But the funny thing is, they're still out. Like the years before, when you and I tried to find them, they were gone 2 weeks after they come out, and now they're still out. So somebody must have bitched enough or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're delicious.
Yep.
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I just have to say, Jeff, that was so beautiful watching you do that. I mean, if you're a beer connoisseur, you would appreciate the what was that, 9 steps?
Oh, stop.
It was.
No, I'm
9-step
serious.
program.
I'm definitely serious.
Blood, sweat, and tears in that 9 steps.
Listen, I have drank many a Stella over in Europe. It's just that they take it seriously. They really, really do. Stella is a very, very serious beer in Europe.
Yeah.
Eastern Europe.
Grandma.
I can tell.
You know what really tugged at my heartstrings was the paper towel. That really got me.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Didn't look like a doily, but it was good.
They do doilies.
I forgot.
They do doilies.
I took it off. What am I doing? I need to leave it on there. So
That's
fancy.
great. That's awesome.
It's supposed to stick to the doily every time. Every time they stick, and they're round, so they stick to the doily.
Right.
I should have drawn on it and wrote in Stella or something. Make it a little more believable.
Well, we have paper towels here, but I wasn't going to try it. So
Should have done
we
it.
should have done it. Exactly.
Did you actually tear a little hole in the middle too? Is that what
Oh,
it
I
looked like you
did. I
So
did.
you
I-
did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
I
that. That's like
Hey,
that's engineering at its finest right there.
I am not sparing any expense for this show. Believe me. If I'm going to do it, we're doing it right. I'm tearing the paper towel.
We appreciate that. That's for sure.
Of
Are
course.
you doing it?
Well, I'm
He's going to do it. He's doing it. He's got to do it.
gonna
Will you?
do one.
Oh,
for,
you're doing a
for
small
each
one.
of us.
Oh, I got you. I got
See,
you.
Yeah, look at that.
I learned this from my dad about toilet paper. You know what they did in the military with one square of
With
toilet
the
paper.
triangle. Yeah. Oh, here he goes. He's getting creative
Here,
now.
there you go.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Look at that. Look at
Do you
that.
really have toilet paper?
No, it's a paper towel.
It's paper towel.
Look at that, and it sticks to it and everything. I love
Wow.
that. That's
Nice.
great.
Awesome.
So I got to get caught up again. Here, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
There
from
we
a
go.
distance,
There you
I can't
go.
even
Look at
tell.
Well, no, it looks like a doily to me.
Exactly.
And you know what you do with this extra little piece, right?
Oh, don't start, really. Isn't this a family show?
No, not necessarily. Yeah, everyone should
definitely.
hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right on. Well, I better run, guys. That's all the Stella facts I've got anyway. So
Wow,
That was great. That was awesome.
we're fulfilled.
Thank you so much, man.
yeah, no,
Now-
it's good to see you, Tim, and good to see you guys, of course.
Now,
Yeah.
we do have it in the can, so we're going to try that when we're done with this, and we'll compare notes and let you know what the difference is.
Yeah, please do.
So,
Like I say,
we'll see.
technically, it should taste better in the can, according to science. But I'm with Tim, even though I know the can is better, and so I force myself to do it. There's something just a little more satisfying about glass if you're
Yep.
going straight from the can or the bottle. But
The green bottle will help it
or the
skunk.
tap. Or the tap.
Or the tap.
Yeah. Now the green bottle will help it skunk a little more.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, no, that's a good point. The can shouldn't have any skunk to it at all. But
Right.
yeah, especially where you guys are pouring it in the glass, you'll get a bit more of a pure comparison between the two.
yeah, because I can taste a little skunk.
A little bit. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
So when we take the brick back to Romania, we'll have to stop into the bars and have Stellas so I can show you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
what
that'd be
we're talking
cool.
about.
Yeah,
That'd be
that
cool.
I
would
would
be
like
fun
it.
to see in person.
Yeah, did you see the cover of the Life magazine? What's on the cover there, Tim?
Can you see it, Tim? I don't know if you can see it.
No, it's very small for me.
It's got
Oh,
your
lots.
castle with the brick missing.
Vlad's Castle.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
You can see the brick that's missing too.
Oh my God. I'm busted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
I'm so busted.
well, Jeff.
We'll let you go.
Yeah. Thanks again, buddy.
All right. Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you, Jeff.
Good to talk to you guys.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Take care.
You too. Bye.
Oh, that's funny.
So You guys did a very interesting investigation down at Tombstone, so I'm going to just let you guys go over the show, and I'm going to kind of sit back and enjoy it myself, if you don't mind.
Right on.
Right. Yeah, I would probably bring you back in because I know you've been to the
Birdcage.
to the birdcage.
Many times, yeah.
Yeah, had
Sure.
your own experiences. So, yeah.
But go ahead and get your show started, and then I'll chime in later.
All right. Yeah, we'll throw you
All
back
right.
on. We'll see you in a bit.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right.
I'll bring those comments back
Yeah,
up.
we got to bring the comments back.
Yeah.
Because we do have some people on that we need to.
Yeah.
Wow, is it way up there? I know I saw earlier we had. Well, my dad was on, and then my mom was on. Hi, guys. And then I got on as Aragon Stories.
And we
BS
said hi
is
to
on.
Michelle, and Christine is on.
But we got Grandma Karen on tonight.
Grandma Karen.
It's good to see you, Grandma Karen.
Do you have a Stella Artois?
Who else we had? We had some other.
We have Doug and Francis.
Did I say Rebecca Sharp? We got Rebecca.
We got
on
Rebecca
there.
Sharp and Hunt Tobia. Or Hunt
Huntophobia.
Yeah, that's it. I can't talk.
You have to forgive us. We can't read from this distance, so.
JJ's Adventures.
Yes.
And of course, Vinny's on.
We got Vinny on. It's great to see everybody on. We really appreciate everybody joining us
Didn't
tonight.
miss anybody. And of course, Wendy's on. And Darren's on. We'll be seeing them shortly.
Yeah. We got to change Wendy's song now, though.
Yeah, she's got something new.
She's got something different.
She still has her gun, though.
She does. She does. She'll never get rid of that.
No.
Wendy's got a car. I had to do that the other night. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was good. Sorry, Wendy.
Brand new car. It's a brand new car. Yeah. Okay, it died.
Nice. Oh, you know what I don't think I brought on here? Was our little intro thingy.
Oh.
Crap. I think I forgot that. Let me see if I can find that real quick before we go on.
All right.
I probably won't be able to find it because
Bear with us for just
bear with us for a second.
a second.
Of course, that's even smaller, so I can't read it. It's terrible. Was that it?
I don't know.
That might have
That's
been it.
kind of tiny to see
Yeah,
from
it's
there,
hard,
but
it's hard to see. Let's see if it uploads. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, so we our most recent investigation. It was, right? Yeah.
why, yes, it was.
They're all running together now.
I know, because we have so much backlog of stuff that we're going to the most recent one first. So,
I know, right?
well, it's still fresh in our mind.
Yes. So we went to the Birdcage Theatre in Tombstone, Arizona.
Which was really convenient since we live in Arizona. But it was a 3.5 hour drive almost. About 3.5 or 2.5.
2.5. It was 2.5.
About
hours.
3 hours. That's right.
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Yeah.
But, you know, in the past few episodes we've done, we've learned that it's on a lot of people's bucket list to go do this.
Mm-hmm.
My doily fell off, by the way. I'm just leaving it off for now. So, so I'm waiting to see if this little intro will upload. I don't know. It's taking forever to upload. But, yeah, we had a good, I mean,
see it spinning.
that was my first time investigating in Tombstone. I've
That-
been to Tombstone before, but
That was my first time in Tombstone.
Mm.
And I've lived here in Arizona for, what's today? No, we moved here on the 15th of October, 1984.
oh,
so,
wow.
So 36 years,
Holy crap.
right? In a couple days. 36?
Is it there? I
Is
don't
that the
know.
right math?
Can't do the math in my head.
4 minus, I think I'm 6. So, yeah, it should be 36. 36 years ago.
Wow.
And I finally made it to Tombstone.
You did. Would you
Well,
go
how
back?
long did it take me to get to the Grand Canyon? I still haven't been there.
I haven't been there either. So,
That's crazy, huh?
yeah. Yeah, we
That's
need-
about the same distance.
it is about the same distance.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we got together, met up with G.H.O.S.T, And Rebecca from Shadow Form Investigations.
Yeah, so Ghost is Ghost Hunters of Southern Tucson. And
I actually have a good picture of us when we sat down and had dinner.
yeah, this was at Big Nose.
Yeah.
Big Nose Kate's.
That was a lot of fun. We had a good time there. Good food.
Very good.
And the musician was very entertaining.
It was awesome. Lots of fun.
Where did we go first, though? What was the first place we went to?
We were at the
I can't remember the name of it. It was this one.
That place.
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. So,
yeah, had a couple beers there.
yep.
And we headed down the dirt road
The Big Nose.
to Big Nose Kate's for
dinner.
dinner.
And that thing's still not uploading. You believe that shit?
Wow. It's taking its time.
So, of course, everybody was wearing masks. So, Joey and I decided to class it up a little bit, I think. And
Well, we got to tell them the story behind that.
go ahead.
So we get over to Big Nose Kate's and realize our masks are in the cars because we didn't grab them.
Right.
And you can't get in without a mask on. And once you get seated, then you can take them off. So they were so nice to supply us with these. So that worked out really well.
The outlaws that we are.
Yeah.
That was me trying to do a serious face, too.
Wow. Actually, mine looks forced. Yours actually looks pissed.
I was pissed because I was wearing a mask, probably.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a really good pissed look.
That is a good piss. Like, I go back to the comments because we have comments coming through here. Oh, we got Kelly on.
Hey, Kelly. Welcome.
Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, we did figure out it was the Crystal Palace. That thing still hasn't uploaded.
That's nuts.
We're going to have to skip that, I think. That sucks, too, because that was a good little intro I did. But anyway. So, yeah, we're going to have on, we're going to bring Wendy on, and hopefully Rebecca will join us a little bit later and kind of talk about the different experiences we had. Hey, Darren's on, too. Hey,
Yeah.
Darren.
The Shadow Man.
Yeah, of course, he scared the shit out of me on the investigation.
That's what he does best.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting.
Did it disappear? Or is it still uploading?
No, it's still trying to upload.
Oh.
It's kind of weird because it's not that long. It's a short intro, but
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not uploading. It's weird.
Huh.
Damn computers.
I don't see the thing
Oh,
spinning anymore.
It says it
so-
was too large. How could it be too large? Oh well. Anyway, we'll skip that. So
Is it? No, you don't have it on
YouTube?
YouTube.
No,
do you?
I don't.
So,
I didn't put
okay.
it on YouTube. So for those of you that watched the commercial that I uploaded for this, you would have seen the little video that I put together, unfortunately. So
It was a nice little intro.
it was a cool little intro. But it is what it is. Que sera, sera, whatever you say.
Wow. So why don't you share a little bit of history of Tombstone while we're waiting for the others to hop on?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Because it's been around since, what,
Since 1877.
1877.
It was founded by a prospector by the name of Ed Schifflin, I think is how you say his name. It became one of the largest boom towns in that time. The town grew significantly to the mid-1880s as the local mines produced $40 to $85 million in silver bullion.
How much would that be in today's money?
I don't know. I don't know what that would be. It's probably a lot of money.
Yeah.
Shit ton of money.
More than I've got.
Yeah. The largest productive silver district in Arizona. Population grew from 100 to 14,000 in less than 7 years. Wow.
Mm.
That's a big boost.
That's a lot of horse shit to pick up.
Probably one of its biggest legacies was the gunfight at the OK Corral. And it presently draws most of the revenue from tourism, which would make sense.
Yes.
So.
And I kind of understood that the actual location of the OK Corral would be out in the middle of the main highway now.
Yeah, that is correct.
It goes through town, so it's kind of been relocated.
So it says that the town was established on a mesa above Goodenough Mine. Within 2 years of its founding, although far distant from any other metropolitan area, Tombstone had a bowling alley, 4 churches, an ice house, a school, 2 banks, 3 newspapers, and an ice cream parlor, alongside 110 saloons, 14 gambling halls, and numerous dance halls and brothels. It sounds like a big town, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And one thing that I thought was really interesting when we were there was that the ice cream parlors were the most popular places.
Right. Kevin was telling us that.
Yeah.
And why was that?
Because it was nice and cool.
What do you mean? It's hot there?
Well, I mean, if you've been working in the mine all day and you're a little parched, little cool ice cream.
Nothing better than an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
If they
I
had
don't know if they had cones.
I don't know if they had cones back then, but
Well, at least the Cowboys didn't have cones.
they had that in their hat or something. Yeah.
That was the soiled doves had cones.
So the gentlemen and ladies of Tombstone attended operas presented by visiting acting troops at the Shiflin Hall Opera House. And the miners and cowboys saw shows at the Birdcage Theatre and Brothel, which is where we did our investigation.
Yeah.
So the moving city was only 30 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border and an open market for cattle stolen from ranches in Sonora, Mexico, by a group called the Cowboys. The Earp brothers, Wyatt, Virgil, and Morgan, as well as Doc Holliday, arrived in December of 1879 and mid-1980. 1880, sorry. 1980.
Time travelers.
Damn it. The Earps had ongoing conflicts with the Cowboys, Ike and Billy Clanton, Frank and Tom McClory, and Billy Clearborn. The Cowboys repeatedly threatened the Earps over many months until the conflict escalated into a shootout on October 26, 1881.
1881.
Wow, it's a long time ago. It's almost the anniversary.
Yeah.
Historic
I loved
gunfight.
80s music, though.
1880s. We played some of that the night we were there in the investigation. So the historic gunfight, often portrayed as occurring at the OK Corral, though it actually occurred a short distance away in an empty lot on Fremont Street. I think we were on Fremont.
We
Street,
were on
weren't we?
Fremont
Yeah,
Street.
We were.
Mm-hmm. So our hotel was on the corner of Fremont and whatever that street was.
Your haunted hotel.
The haunted hotel. Yes.
That says after 1886, after a fire in 1886, the city became nearly a ghost town, saved only because it was on the Cochise County seat until 1929. The city's population dwindled as low as 646 in 1910, but grew to 1,380 by 2010. Wow, it's still a small population.
2010 or 1910?
It said 2010. No, 1910 it was 646.
Okay, so we are talking
So it grew.
recent,
Yeah, it grew.
just 10 years ago.
It grew to 1,380 by 2010.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Tombstone has frequently been noted on the list of unusual place names. Which I thought the story was kind of cool, and I actually wrote down where the story came from.
Why they named it Tombstone?
Yeah, there's actually a couple of versions of it, but I'll go with the most popular version. So Ed Shiflin, I think that's how you say his name.
That sounded right, or looked right.
Was briefly a scout for the U.S. Army, headquartered at Camp Huachuca. Shiflin frequently...
It's for Huachuca.
Huachuca?
Huachuca.
Okay. What did I say? Huachuca?
Huachuca, yeah.
Oh, you say Hualapai, but okay.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Have a lullaby. No.
Where was I?
Oh, I don't know. Fort Huachuca.
So one of his friends, an Army scout, Al Sieber, learned what Shiflin was up to. He was mining for silver, obviously, and quoted saying, "The only rock you'll find out there will be your own tombstone."
Oh, wait. There.
So
Don't know where to go from there.
no, I was actually trying to read the comments, but I can't. So we got to get caught up on that.
Okay.
So that's a brief history of Tombstone.
That was brief.
That was brief, but it was accurate, somewhat accurate.
I hope so. Well, it came from Wikipedia.
Was it Wikipedia? I don't know.
So you said.
I don't know where I got it from. Somewhere. Oh boy.
I mean, if it was from Google, then, Google we trust.
Yes.
I just have one swallow left here.
We got the can. You can try the can next.
I think
So
I want to say, I'm going to open a can.
okay, open the can. Oh, to do a comparison?
Yeah, and drink directly from the can.
Ooh, yeah. I think
first.
that's a good idea.
Try these together.
So Wendy, you can jump on whenever you want.
Yes.
So
This is a science project right now.
So I do have to say, I know we're bringing Tim back on later because he's had some experiences out there too. Lindsay's calling me and we're on a show. So I think I had one of my most profound experiences here
At the
Birdcage.
It was, well, it seemed to last quite a while.
Yeah, it did.
It
did.
That was pretty wild.
It was weird, but you had no weird experience. not
Well,
there,
yeah, but
in a
not at the
freaking hotel
Birdcage.
room. Yeah.
For some reason, every time we go on an investigation, I go in to these locations extremely tired. I was so tired that night that I think I fell asleep while we were at the Birdcage for a little bit. Yeah,
I think you did. I think I caught you sleeping.
Yeah, I was doing my own investigating my own way
In your sleep.
in my sleep. Yeah. I'm gonna wait till you. Or did you try it?
No, I didn't try that one yet. Or did I?
Oh, well, take it.
I don't
Take
know
a
if
sip
all right,
because
thanks.
I'm curious.
Okay.
I mean, and you should notice right away.
It's not skunky at all.
Not at all. It's really good.
Not at all. That's weird.
Yeah, I really like that out of the can better.
Hey, Darren, tell Wendy to jump on so
Yeah.
we can bring her on and we can talk about the
Definite skunk
experience
there
that she has. What on the bottle?
on the bottle. Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
But this can is like you can actually get more of the
That's weird.
more of the malt taste comes through.
Huh.
Look at the head on that one.
That's good. That's awesome.
Wow.
Rebecca's drinking milk tonight. Drinking milk. Nothing wrong with a good glass of milk.
No, if your milk has head on it, then there's a problem.
That means it's bad. There's Wendy. Let's bring Wendy.
All
on.
right, here's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
What's up, guys?
What's up with you?
Well,
Tired.
I
Went
like
to
what's
bed
over your
today.
shoulder.
Uh-huh.
That's
My
perfect.
first- Awesome.
That is awesome.
Yes,
Very cool.
yeah.
So I
Sure,
was just saying that I had one of my most profound experiences in Tombstone. And have you guys been there before? Have you guys investigated there before?
No.
So that was
No,
your
we've
first time
never.
too.
Yeah, it was our first time too. Yeah, it was. It was awesome. Wasn't it great?
Oh, it was awesome.
Oh yeah.
It was fun.
So why don't you take us through the process that we went through to get that investigation? I think you're frozen on us, Wendy. You still there?
Uh-oh, she froze
Oh,
up.
she froze up.
At least she froze with a smile. Uh-oh.
Christine's drinking coffee with Captain Morgan.
Ooh. That kind of
Tried
sounds
it.
good.
Coffee with Captain Morgan. It's such spice, but that would I could see how that could work.
We lost Wendy.
Uh-oh.
I thought she was
Come
just
back, Wendy.
I thought she was just happy to talk about the process. All right, we'll wait for Wendy to jump back on. No, but I think most of our para family that's on here realize, what it does take to book these things. It's a process.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. And we had to wait because they do tours there throughout the day into I think the last one ended at
11, wasn't it?
11 or
11 o'clock the
something.
last tour ended. Wendy's back.
Sorry.
That's all right.
My cat's going crazy over here, so I had to like chill him out for a minute.
Uh-oh.
It's enough. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm just tired.
Been a long day.
Yeah, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, so I'm like, drove to Phoenix, sat up there for like 3 hours, hung out with my sister because I had some downtime, and then drove back. So yeah,
That's a long day.
Mhm.
I think I just picked up an EVP. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Uh,
So what Joey was saying was kind of talk about the process that you had to go through to get an investigation like that.
okay, well, of course I called Tombstone, or the Birdcage, and I talked to Billy. His name is Billy, and he just asked him about us being interested in doing an investigation, and he's like, yeah, you guys come on in. Of course I had to make sure it was like we're not gonna have to worry about the COVID thing or whatever, and he was more than happy. He was actually excited. He said he likes to have investigators come in and like do investigations and stuff because he likes to see what other people get when they come in.
Right.
So it wasn't really that hard to get in there, really, to be honest. He's super nice guy. Has a lot of stories, which was really cool. Because I was on the first time I called him to talk to him about it. He was just like telling me all these stories about how long he'd been there, and he knew all the hotel rooms. That's how I got our hotel room, and he said it was haunted. I think Joey had an experience in his room.
I was gonna say, Joey, thanks you for that.
Hey, I wish I could have taken that room. I'm like, next time I'm getting that room. But yeah, but he was pretty cool. He's a pretty cool dude. He talked to me probably for 45 minutes the first time I called him, and he was just telling me all the stories about Tombstone and all. It's just he just knew so much about it. It was awesome. It was really cool. So I mean, I could have talked to him for hours and hours about it.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, but it was cool. Yeah.
Now, do they typically want to know that you're a group that's done this before, or will they just let anybody in to investigate?
I guess he would let anybody come in. I mean, but he said he likes the investigators because he likes the experience, the ones with experience and all that, because he likes to see what they can get and different things that they bring into the investigation and all that. So, yeah, but you can pretty much, you have to have so many people in your group, to get started, and then you can go up to, I think it was like 10 people.
Right.
Which was a confusion about that, but that was all worked out. So.
Darren says we are not staying in that hotel ever again.
Hey, it wasn't that bad. Oh my gosh. I wanted Joey's room after I heard what happened. I was like, turn, man. I was in the most haunted room because I got it all set up. And of course, Joey gets the one you got.
And I had to sleep there all by myself.
I
Sorry.
know.
It was the biggest room, and I'll be there all by myself.
Yeah. And it was funny because I didn't get the text until like probably 20 minutes or so later. And I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? What happened? I missed it. I was so disappointed. But,
yeah, Vinny says pay and you can play. That's true. That's very true. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's how it is nowadays,
Yeah.
But I love doing what I do, and I want to go to as many places as I can. If I have to pay, I guess, I'll do it.
I used to have a problem thinking about those places charging, what they do, but then looking at it again, it's like, well, I'm kind of glad that they are doing that because it's preserving the place. It's only way they can maintain it and rather than let it fall apart and
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it goes back into putting into keeping it up, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
but I would love to work there. I love to be
All right.
wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be like awesome to live in Tombstone and just like hang out there every weekend? And I would love
Yeah.
it.
You can do that
Darren,
if you're retired,
Darren,
probably.
yeah, Darren, we need a house up there. Bed and breakfast. I'll run it throughout the
Right?
week, you know, and then maybe hire somebody for the weekend so I can go up there and drink whiskey and party. Yeah. So.
So
but it's
did you
cool.
get any good evidence?
Well, remember when I was out on the main floor down
Right.
at the, yeah. Um, Darren was down there and he was doing some stuff. He was sitting there by himself. You know how he is, Shadow Man, likes to hide and
Mm-hmm.
you know in his own little area. And I went down and so I had the mel meter, and it picks up temperature changes, and then it picks up the energy if something comes in, you know, or something's around it. It goes off. It lights up lights and goes off.
Right.
So when I went down there, I was just like kind of, you know, doing my thing, asking if anybody was there and whatever. And I was sitting down there maybe 5 minutes, if that, and the mel meter started going off. And I was like getting chills. I could feel somebody was there. And then it kept going off, which the mel meter, and you guys know, is kind of hard for that thing to go off. It's not an easy,
Mm-hmm.
I call them toys to go off like that. And so, you know, I was asking questions if it was somebody there, if it was a cowboy, and I would get like hits off of the mel meter, and I'm like, you know, just asking questions, and it would go off. And then I decided to sit down on a chair, and it was in the front in front of the stage where they used to do all the shows back in, you know, back in those days. And I was sitting there, and I got goosed. I guess what you call it. I mean, it wasn't even like a poke. It was like a across the rear end. I'm like,
Right.
oh my God. And it was so weird because what I felt, there goes my cat again. Would you stop? It wasn't like, it was weird. It felt like actual fingers or hand rubbing the skin. It was like it reached through my clothes to touch the back of my rear end as I was sitting there, and it was cold. It was kind of a cold feeling, and that's why I knew it was something, you know, it wasn't, you know, the chair touching me or anything else. It was legit, and it freaked me out in a way. It didn't freak me out like scare me, but it freaked me out because or startled me. Let's say that, because I didn't
Right.
expect it at all. And that was pretty cool. I mean, that's probably the most the way it touched me. I have never felt a spirit touch me like that. It was like almost real, like somebody actually was standing there and did it. Other than the cold feeling that it had, you know.
Right.
But then we were in the down there where the poker room was on the bottom floor,
Yep.
and it was me and Rebecca. And again, I just carried the mel meter around because why I like the mel meter, because it's really hard to go off, and if it goes off, that's pretty legit to me. I mean, it's a legit thing to me,
Right.
and because it's not easy to go off at all. And I mean, I've had it where I've got on investigations and I've been like all night, thing with me, nothing, and then, but that night it was really something was there. I could feel it, and I totally felt like it was a cowboy. I felt like he was like not a, you know, not like a bad, it wasn't like a bad thing, but I think he was an aggressive type cowboy. And I had the mel meter also in my hand. I'll tell you the second floor in a minute because I forgot about this. I had the mel meter in my hand, and I felt something like holding my hand, and I had the mel meter in my hand like this, like kind of folded, holding it, and then my hand just started going out like this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, something's like pulling on my hand, trying to get me to go. I could feel like it was trying to pull me to go.
Right.
And I could
That's so
not.
wild.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I could not fold my hand back up till I thought the millimeter was going to fall out of my hand because it would not let me put my hand back together. So that was really cool too. And then on the bottom, with the poker room, me and Rebecca were down there, and we were getting more hits off the millimeter. And I really believed that this spirit, whoever he was following me. He was following me all over inside of the birdcage, and got more millimeter hits. And I actually heard one of the doors with it used to be where they used to go inside. It was a bathroom. It was where they'd go in and take the baths and stuff.
Mhm.
And they come in those claw feet bathtubs and stuff, or whatever they had in there. And and the door started sound like it was trying to open. And it kind of, that was another startle because I didn't expect it. But that was what we got there. And then I came back, I think, on the main floor. And who was it? I think it was Kevin. Somebody started playing like the old Western, music that they would play in the saloon.
I told them, let's find some of that old honky-tonk piano that they would have had back in the day, and let's start playing that. And I was wondering if that...
So that's when you guys turned that on. And I remember kind of like dancing on the floor, telling them, come, you guys want to come dance with me? Somebody come dance with me. And then, because the millimeter hadn't done anything from coming from the bottom floor back up to the main floor at all. I got no hits, nothing. And then when I started dancing and moving around with the music, it was just like, it started just going off. Started going like they were dancing with me. It was really cool. I mean, that was great because I've been wanting to do, investigate Tombstone, the birdcage, for a long time, and I was not disappointed.
See, you had more luck because Kevin and I tried to entice him by playing poker. We actually put out a deck of cards and we started playing, and we were hoping to get some reaction out of it. But whoever was there just wanted to dance with you the whole night because that's what it was, pretty much.
Yeah.
I guess while I was sleeping.
It might have been while you were sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
Papa Joey needs his sleep.
I was like, because I walked by him and I'm looking at you, like, it's kind of dark. I'm like, is he sleeping? But we did eat a lot and had a few drinks before. I mean, a few hours before we went in. So I think just the combination and then eating.
And the drive up there and all that, or down there.
Drive, yeah.
Well, originally we were supposed to start our investigation. What was it, 9:30? I think we were supposed to start it, and we didn't get in there until after 11.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be at 9:30, and then they called it, and they're like, "Oh, it may be 11:30." So yeah, that was a long day to be there and not do nothing. You have to either drink, eat, or or I mean, that's about all you can do other than walk around, and the stores were closed and all that. But I mean, it's just stuff to go venture out into the outside, different, just check out different areas and stuff.
Right.
But that was, I think we were all there around 3 o'clock, 4 or something 4.
Yeah, it was almost 4 when we got out.
Yeah, we got there pretty early.
Yeah, so that was fun.
So I wanted to share a little video real quick and see what you think of it. You guys were upstairs, you and Kevin and Brian, and then Joey, myself, and Lindsay were downstairs. Okay. And we were just trying to get some kind of interaction. And then just from out of nowhere, I felt like something started just tickling the back of my arm, started running their fingers up and down the back of my arm. It was really weird. But I wanted to show you this video real quick and just see what you think of it.
Okay.
So I'll play it real quick.
Okay.
I feel like something's touching the back of my elbow. It's weird. Are you touching the back of my elbow?
I'm going to turn this device on. With the camera in it or the other one? I don't know what you
The one without the camera.
I know where you're talking to me, okay? You tell us whatever you want to tell us. I might ask more questions so I know what I'm talking to, okay?
Can you turn this flashlight on? Can you please come turn this flashlight on?
So if you tell me.
How can we help you? Tell us how. Dude, the back of my arm is cold.
What's the temperature screen?
It's weird.
Stage stand up here. All day, it's been a long time. I can't remember what the name is.
Ooh, I just got
She can record it.
You come up here and tell me.
Something's running up my arm right now.
It just got hotter though. I did see a spike there for a second.
They working
Are you
for
touching the back of my arm?
675. It's dropping.
You go
I
over
don't want to
top.
get too close. So. 75. Oh no, this is right close.
Can you grab my hand?
Oh, the bright light.
Oh, it's a weird feeling on the back of my arm.
Fine.
You don't like this on, light those lights up real good, and I'll turn it off. It's annoying.
Ooh, it's super cold by your hand.
It tickles. My arm's tickling right now.
75, 7.
Oh my God. Something's touching my arm, I swear to God. Are you touching my arm? Oh my God, I feel so weird.
Here, come over and talk to me.
Are you playing with Keith?
It's like tickling the back
74.
of my arm. Hung? You were hung?
Oh yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, because the Mel was showing like between 77 and 76 degrees up at chest level,
Right.
basically. But then when we got it down to where his elbow, where he says it was cold, it dropped like
3
2
degrees,
degrees,
yeah.
2 and 3 degrees. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty wild.
But it just
Yeah,
felt
it's
like
cool.
it just felt like somebody was running their fingers up the back of my arm. It was so weird. I'd never experienced anything like that before. And then, the funny thing was later on in the evening, Kevin and I were doing a spirit box session upstairs, and my name came through 3 times
That's right.
on the spirit box. It said Keith, and it was a female that said it.
She was
Oh, wow.
warm for his form.
Yeah, that's cool. That was the area, like a few doors down is where that was the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I heard the door like trying to sound like it tried to open. It was weird. Pretty cool. Well, yeah. I'm sure you would be in touch with them because sometimes you get like, I don't know, they call it spider web feeling on your arm, your body, your arms, wherever, or like fluttery, like feeling like that. But I thought it was pretty active for the first time, and for that, for so many people always being in there constantly, that I think it was pretty active. I thought it was a good night. I really did. It was, it didn't disappoint.
I have to laugh because Darren said, "Did you hear that? Sounds like somebody was snoring."
Yeah.
No, Joey was downstairs. You were downstairs at the
Oh.
time.
Yeah.
That's funny because you said that you heard somebody snoring next into the.
Oh
in the
well,
next
yeah.
room.
In my room,
Yeah.
which in my hotel room.
That's
Which
funny.
was it was just really bizarre, but I had to just tune it out. So,
Oh, well,
well,
I'm
I'll
used-
talk about it in a little bit.
Yeah.
it might have been Darren.
Through the wall.
You probably heard Darren through the wall. No kidding. But yeah.
So as I was going through that footage, I was trying to put together that little video so we can share that. I got a little bit further down the audio, and I picked up an EVP,
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
and it was kind of interesting. And it was almost answering a question that Lindsay had,
Yeah.
if you think about it, if you listen to it. So I'll play that for you, and let me know what you think, Wendy, on this. I want to get your thought on this.
Okay.
This is where we're still down in that basement area. So
Okay.
I'll play it real quick.
Can you come? There's a flashlight right here, and if you touch it, it'll light up.
You were shot?
Rest in peace.
Can you come and turn it on?
That's cool.
Right?
Got shot, coming shot, and then what was it? Rest in peace.
Rest in
that was
peace.
off the audio. Yeah, that
so
was off.
the rest of the piece and shot was off the ghost tube. The comment was actually off of my recorder, my audio recorder.
Yeah, your audio. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all fit together.
Right.
You know, like someone, I don't know, I took it as some, they're like, oh, he's, they're coming, and then they shot him, and I don't know. I mean, there was always something going on, the way I understand, and around that area with where they were playing, playing the cards like they were doing every night. They were playing. How long did you get the information on how long they played that?
Well, what was the longest?
Poker?
It was how many?
It was the longest. Yeah.
It was the longest poker game ever, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Was it 2 days, 3 days? How long was it? I forget.
It was. I think it was longer than that. Anybody remember? I can't remember it.
I don't remember. I just remember that they didn't finish the floor because of the game, so the floor around there was still dirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do remember that story. Mm-hmm. And no, Darren, I don't have that footage uploaded. Darren was asking if we had the footage uploaded from Lindsay's camera from the bag.
Yeah, I was hoping you had
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I didn't upload that.
Yeah, that was like when we were trying to wrap it all up.
Right.
Right.
And they were
And
saying,
the thing
no, don't leave.
Yeah, the thing too, when we do investigation with you guys or ourselves, I mean, like today, I worked from 4 o'clock until I got home, when I was letting you guys know I was home. But it's hard to get everything, together in such a short, even though it's been a few weeks, it still takes a lot to get everything together and, and show evidence. So, but everything we're saying is true. It happened.
Right.
I just we gotta try to get some of that to you guys so we can.
And there's definitely a lot of activity in that big room where you got G.H.O.S.T and
I know Rebecca had videotaped. She videotaped a lot, which she probably hasn't got it. Hasn't got it all together yet. But I believe she was videotaping it at the time. She videotaped when my hand got, stretched out, like somebody was grabbing it. She got, when I got G.H.O.S.T, because I was like, it startled me. So I jumped up. I'm like, oh my God. And I think she was videotaping all that. But we just haven't work just some.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what you guys have.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to check out some stuff. Just work interferes with everything, man. Everything.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, when we use the grid light down there, because Keith and I were watching that for quite a while. It's like mesmerizing almost.
It is,
Yeah.
to watch it. But I mean, we saw all kinds of movement.
Oh yeah, up there on that floor where the table was.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always shadows and things moving around there all the time. When me and Darren used to go and just do the ghosts before we started really getting into all this, and we used to go and just do the ghost tour for like an hour and a half or whatever, and we would sit up there with another 15 other people, and it was active. You could see stuff walking around and shadows, and but it was fun.
I know Kevin and I up behind the stage, because he walked up there first, and then he said, oh, come over here. Do you smell this? And so I walk over, and it's kind of a rose perfumey smell. That was moving around. I know Rebecca caught that too, I think.
Right. Yeah.
So
there's always smells like that, and there's always there's always they think it's a lady in white that walks around, and they believe that that's her, because that's what I've been told, because I had an experience with her. I didn't see her, but she passed through me, and I know that's who it was going down the stairs. To the poker
and
room,
that's the area where we smelt the perfume.
Yeah. And a lot of people smell that, and they believe it's her perfume that she wore when she was there. So yeah, probably what you know.
So Christine says the poker game went from 1881 to 1889, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
I knew it was a long. I knew it was. Yeah.
So it was more than just a couple of days.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Okay.
I didn't know how many years. But I knew it was
8 years.
Crazy, huh?
Wow.
And Huntophobia is asking about the SLS camera. Let's see.
We didn't use it there, did we? On this
No,
one?
but
I mean, we've used it plenty of other times, but
yeah, I think that's what they're asking about is what type of experiences do we have with the SLS camera? And I think our success kind of varied. I mean, we've had some good success with it. I know, Wendy, you've had some really good success with the SLS camera.
That's like one of my favorites. But I didn't use it in the birdcage because it can pick up on any kind of object and
plus there's a lot of mannequins there too. So
and there's so much stuff in there. So it's one of those things when you go investigate. But then SLS is kind of, you got to kind of have it not just crowded with stuff. You know what I mean? Because it can even it can reflect your image off of glass or a mirror or anything, and that will. So you have to be careful with an SLS as far as that goes. You just have to kind of it's best outside. You get something outside and there's nothing really. I've had that happen when we investigated Gleason, and it was outside. It was this tree where they actually come on, Darren, help me. It was a tree, I think it was called like the hanging tree, I think is what it was called, and they actually still had like the ropes and stuff that was tied to the tree, and people they sat on the ground tied up to the tree. And I actually got some cool stuff on that on the SLS, and you could actually see like somebody was still sitting there all tied up in these cuffs and stuff up against the tree, and it was pretty cool. So that was an outdoor thing. So
yeah,
the SLS I love the SLS. I mean, you just gotta know when to use it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our first major experience with the SLS was when we did Oracle with you guys, and when Lindsay was sitting in the room, and we had that childlike figure that actually reached out. You can see it reaching out to try and touch her, and I think for me that was the most interesting experience we had. That was cool.
Yeah, that's right, because it was in that back room, and she was sitting. We got something in there, and then she went in to sit down on the floor, and it actually kind of like almost crawled across to reach at her.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right. Yep.
I know. So we've got a lot of stuff in there. The SLS.
Yeah, that seems to be a great place for the SLS.
Yeah,
I know Rebecca's got that kid that was sitting in the chair that waved to her, and she said, "Hey, wave to me," and he waves, and that was pretty bizarre.
That was crazy. As soon as she said, "Can you wave?" the thing's hand went up, and that's how you know it was crazy.
I got on my oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say it. The SLS that I captured, which was my favorite. Well, there's two favorite. The gel. I think I got a picture in my on my Facebook. It's not my profile picture, but it's the back picture, and that's the picture of the Gila County Jail, where I was getting something that was standing at the first floor on the bottom, where we go back into the cell areas. That this whoever it was came out, and you can see it in that picture that I got on my Facebook. I was sitting down and I was trying to get it to help me up, and that's a picture of it reaching down, and I was reaching up to it, and it was trying to help me up, which was so cool. It was
crazy.
cool.
Yeah, I remember seeing.
Yeah. And then when I actually felt it kind of started affecting me, so I ran to the front where you go into the front doors of the jail there, up the steps, and you go up. This thing actually followed me out. It was trying to come outside the front door with me, but it stopped. And Scott, the guy that we just investigated, one of the guys that we investigate with, he took the SLS. I'm like, "Hey, dude, take this." I'm like, "I gotta get some air." And he goes, "Oh my God." He said, "Look," he goes, "Come here, look." And I looked at the SLS, and it was standing in the doorway. And he's like, "You need to go back to your cell." And the thing just disappeared. So cool. And then Phelps Hospital up in Ajo here in Arizona, we investigated that one. That was the first night I ever got my SLS. And we were in I think it was the second floor, and there's a room where they used to, or at the floor where they used to have women used to have, give birth, and the birthing rooms and stuff. But anyhow, we got this stick figure in one of the rooms that really liked Darren, and it just hung around Darren the whole time. And we got some cool stuff on that one. We actually got the stick figure. It looked like a young child, and it looked like it was playing with a yo-yo or one of those paddle balls. It was so cool. It was just like, and we got all that. I just, I have it in some of my files. I have to find it, but that was pretty cool too. That's all. This is cool. That's
Well,
all.
Vinny says you guys got a hit at the jail this weekend. Downstairs tank in the shape of a child. That's interesting.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't go to the jail. We were somewhere else investigating down there. But yeah. But he said that because I went over there with Kevin's wife Sarah and Rebecca, and we went in there, and the energy in the jail that night was pretty heavy. The heaviest I felt in a while being in the jail, So yeah, it was. And Vinny said it was a pretty active night, and so did Pam. So
I wonder if it was Myrtle or Lulu that we caught on the SLS. That'd be interesting to know.
yeah,
Being a
that would be
child.
very cool.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to do the sleepover at the jail.
Yeah,
Did we say we're gonna
do that. Yeah.
We will. We
absolutely
can
need
do
to
it.
do that.
No, we can definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we absolutely need to do that.
That will be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the as far as the birdcage, yeah, it was a good night. It was an active night. I think it was more active than I thought that we would get, because there's so many people coming in there, so many just throughout the
Right.
whole day and the
They
night.
were doing tours all day long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was a pretty active night considering.
And they
but-
didn't disappoint at the very end of the night.
No, that's cool. That was,
So you'll
You
have to
guys-
get that video.
Yeah, I'll have to get it. Lindsay did take video of it. I just didn't have a chance to upload it to our platform here. But and I kind of wish Kevin was on here, because he talked about how they had that experience before with that particular bag
yeah.
swaying back and forth.
Yeah, he again work, so everybody couldn't, I guess,
Work.
make it
Yeah.
because
Do
of that.
you remember the original story behind that though, Wendy? What was the
They
boy's
went
name?
in for as far as Kevin and when what they experienced. You mean?
Yeah, but
or,
what was the boy's name? There's the boy
Oh
that's
my
there. I can't remember.
come
No,
on,
they were
Darren.
kind of they were on a first name basis. There
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Oh my gosh.
No, there's a just for everybody though, there's a mortician's table and a medical bag.
And it
Oh,
sits
that are-
above the Hearst.
Yeah, that are hung right up above the hearse on a big old pipe. And so there are other things that are hooked to the pipe. Like
Yeah.
the sign and all that hangs from that same pipe. So if the pipe were to be moving, then everything that's hung on that pipe would be moving
Right.
at the same
Yeah.
time. But in this case, it was just the table that was moving. We
Yeah.
got to see it at the end of the night. So that was
cool.
really cool.
And it was funny because he did it for the lady, the one that does tours there.
Mm-hmm.
She came in and asked, was it Jimmy? Really? Jimmy?
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to see if I could upload the picture of the Hearst, because then you can see the bag.
I've been drinking rum and Coke, so my mind's a little, ooh.
Yeah. We
But-
started before we had our Stella Artois.
Or warm-up shot.
Yeah.
But
Let's see if I can find it on here.
I will buy this in a can again.
I would too. Absolutely.
That is delicious.
so you guys like cans better than bottles, huh?
Well,
I'm starting to be convinced.
yeah. When you
Really?
do taste test together, side by side,
I'll have to do that just to see
it's
if I.
crazy.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I can't.
They're so tiny.
I know I can't see them. I can't tell if that's the picture. I'm gonna bring something up that's totally different.
That looks like it could be.
Kind of looks like it, but let's see. Where'd my mouse go?
Yeah,
so
there
that's
you
it
go.
right there.
There you go.
Yeah. So you got the hearse, then right directly above the hearse is the mortician's table.
Yep.
And then to the right of that's the bag. And then you see that sign is hanging on that same pole or pipe. So if it were the pipe that was moving or causing things to move, then everything would rock at the same time. But what we witnessed is just the mortician's table moving.
And was it more of a side-to-side motion than it was then?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was more side to side than swinging back and forth. So
Yeah.
very
But
bizarre.
that's where the brothers, Brian and Kevin, that was the first time they experienced the birdcage. You know, they went in, that thing, it did the same thing, it just started swinging, and they were like tripping out. They're like that. They was asking, I wish I could remember the kid's name. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but they were on a first name basis. And it actually got at the end of the night, it was almost on command. It was almost like, hey, can you move that
Do it
for
again,
us?
do it
Yeah,
again.
Exactly. It was crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good night. You know, I want to go back. I want us to get I want to try to do the Phelps Hospital. I want to try to get that for us too.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool place.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was about all that happened with me at the birdcage. Whatever it was, though, I you know what? It was kind of weird. That's the first time I kind of felt weird, like I was afraid it was going to follow me home, because it just seemed like wherever I went, it was right there, and it was messing with the millimeter the whole. I mean, you know, it would stop and do it when it wasn't, you know, when I wasn't trying to communicate with it. But man, as soon as I would try to communicate with whoever it was, that thing would just go off. So, but that was the first time I was a little nervous about it.
Yeah.
About,
When did you say his name was Josh?
Joshy.
Joshy? Was
Yes.
it Joshy?
I think it's Josh.
Interesting. Yes, I know they were on a first name basis.
Yeah. Joshi?
Oh my gosh. I wish I could
Yoshi.
Yoshi? No, it's I think it was Joshy. I think I remember him saying Joshy. Yeah.
Oh, Josh. Yeah, that's right. He did say Joshy.
Yeah. I think I remember him saying that.
Then I also got a picture. Remember, did I show you the picture of the image of something like a boy underneath the Black Mariah?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Remember that, the picture? That's a cool picture.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That was pretty
But,
creepy.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I remember on the Ghost Adventures episode of that. I think Aaron was underneath the hearse. And,
Yeah, and he
got out, and there was an orb that kind of shot out.
well, remember
But never
too.
said it felt like he was being pulled or something.
Yeah, something grabbed his leg or
His
something.
leg, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little kid.
Just a little kid playing around.
Just wanting to
you
play.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I was going to bring Tim back on to talk about our experience with the SLS at the Hitchin Post.
Oh yeah,
'Cause that was kind of relevant.
that
So
was really cool.
Let me bring Tim on real quick. You there, Tim?
Experience with the
Turn down your volume, Tim.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. Hold on just a second.
There you go.
We
Sorry,
didn't give you much of a warning, did we?
caught you kind of unexpected there. Sorry about that.
There we go.
No, but I wanted
Yeah,
you to
that-
kind of talk about the experience that we had with the SLS camera, being that we were on that topic when we went to the Hitching Post, which was kind of, I think, very interesting.
This was some of the most amazing, and I've watched a lot of ghost hunting and ghost shows and everything like that, and I've watched them use the SLS. This is one of the most amazing SLS captures I think we have ever seen. I think Wendy will agree with me. Are we telling the story or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell the story about what we captured. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
and the
so,
backstory too.
yeah.
Okay, we didn't know the backstory in the very beginning, but we went in, and as we were investigating, we saw what we thought was a small child on the stage at the hitching post, and we kept saying, it's a little child, it's a little child. And as you can hear us through the video, it's very exciting to watch. We discovered that it was an adult, and he was trapped. His legs were stuck, and he was waving his arms, and he was trapped. And we realized that and started talking to him, and this lasted for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, a very long time. And then as we brought the gentleman that was outside, that we were on the lockdown, we brought him in, Donnie Grubb, and we said, Donnie, tell us about the guy that died here. And he said, well, this used to be a marina, and there was a
There was a lift for
a lift or a winch or something.
And the owner, I guess he had hit the wrong button and released it, and had fallen on his legs. And the gentleman had sat there all night and bled out. So what we were watching was this guy trapped under a boat, slowly dying. And I'm not so sure we shouldn't go back there and let him know. Now that I know what I know, I'm not so sure we shouldn't go back there and tell him that he's free to leave, because I think he's still there. We didn't ever do a cleansing or any kind of a closing with him. But if you could show that video, I mean, I've showed that video to a few people, and they're just like totally amazed. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've seen a lot of SLS, and this is just remarkable.
Yeah.
Remarkable.
That was a good one. That was a pretty, I mean, it was just like he was there and he was trapped and he was trying to get out, and he was just like, whatever was on top of him, it was like he's trying to pull himself out from underneath whatever. You know, that was a really, really good one. I was very impressed with that one.
Yeah, both of his legs were completely still, but his arms were waving, his torso was waving.
Yeah.
But like he was completely trapped, like a boat was on top of him. And that was the most amazing and impressive SLS footage I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, there was absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing in that area that it could have mapped.
No.
You know,
no, there's nothing.
There was nothing
we
there.
tried to debunk it. We tried everything. And I think he finally left when somebody reached over. It could have been you, Wendy, when we reached over and tried to give him a hand to lift him up off the stage. And you got too close and he went away.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. That was a really, really good one.
That lasted for, I'm thinking, maybe 15 minutes. Maybe
at least.
Yeah, I think it was,
Yeah, it'd be exciting when we put that in an episode and we can share it with
everybody.
Yeah,
we need to put that in an episode, because that was some most incredible footage, and it makes sense. As we were sitting there debunking it, it came to life. It all made sense, and I mean, it's truly astounding. It's just amazing what we discovered at the G.H.O.S.T. I was amazed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting night all around, honestly. I mean,
it really was.
We played with the ball that night, and we actually watched the ball move a little bit. That was pretty cool. That was a good night.
And we had fun in the bathroom.
We won't go there again.
We don't talk about that.
That's a whole different podcast.
That's a whole different podcast. Yeah.
But no, I mean, from the back of the bar and the attic and the noises, and I mean, it was just a tremendous investigation. I can't.
We'll have to do it again
together.
Yeah. Well, we need to put that episode out so that we can share it with everybody first.
Yeah, I think what
we'll
we
go back
need
and
to do
revisit, because
I think we need to go and set him free and then put the episode part 1 and part 2 together.
Yeah. Well, you know, the crazy thing is, since we started doing the live thing on Tuesdays, it's like we're using up part of our time that we used to use in putting episodes together. So they're kind of,
I know, right?
Yeah. So
Sure.
we've just got to get busy. Well,
But I'll just
everything's
tell you
got
a
to slow
couple.
down.
Right.
I'll just tell you a couple of stories since we were talking about the birdcage. I had some very, very cool experiences there where I was walking up and down the stairs and I smelled the perfume. And like you were talking about the rose smell. And then down by the casket, me and my son were standing there, that hearse, we were standing there and something reached out and grabbed his leg and he actually almost fell down because it pulled him from under the hearse. And one other thing we experienced was the flipping of the deck of cards. We heard that many times and we heard the coin shuffle. So very active, very impressive. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you on that investigation, but if anybody gets a chance to go down there, that's one of the most interesting investigations you could do. This is the birdcage.
I kind of noticed that it's in our para family. It's like on everybody's bucket list. That's where they really want to go.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I
even
feel
our
kind of guilty
friends
that
from
I
way
went
back on
there
the East Coast.
and took a nap.
I know, right? Shame on you. We got people from the East Coast that are just begging to come down to Tombstone, and we didn't. I have taken it for granted a few times because this is before my my educational paranormal inquiry was going on, and because I've been there a few times before I was into the paranormal. And to experience those things and wonder what they were then and knowing what I know now, I just can't wait to go back. And I know there's so many people on the East Coast and all of our para family are waiting to come. If you ever want to come, please hit me up or hit us up. I would love to join you because it's one of the most exciting places I've ever been on the planet.
Well, you know, and too, I've heard a lot of people, a lot of friends of mine have paid for the tour. You know, they've done the ghost tour. But I think it's different to have a guided tour versus when they just turn you loose and you can do your own thing. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you got to be
completely
turned
different
loose.
experience.
I mean, you get experiences on both. However, to be turned loose is just, there's nothing like that.
I mean, the gal just went and locked herself in her office and said,
Yeah,
all
that-
right,
that's
you're on your own.
Have at it. Yeah. Lindsay said she got a cigarette smell during that.
There was all sorts of smells. There was, it was overwhelming. There was so much going on. It was overwhelming.
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah.
Good one.
One of the most active places I've ever been.
Oh yeah, it's the thing too about the birdcage. You know what? The spirits in there, there's no bad spirit in there. It really,
No.
not at all. I mean, some people are like, well, there was gunfighters and people shooting, but you know, they were just there being how they were in those days. You know, that's how
They
you
were
live.
there.
That's how you
They
live.
were there drinking, being happy. All of the bad stuff happened on the streets and behind the scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was just a cowboy life. That's the way it was.
Yeah.
So, it was, you know, so it was nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing, you know, I never have gotten anything
Nothing
bad
evil.
out of it. Yeah,
Right.
nothing at all like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even an animal spirit in there, which I saw was a shadow. It was I
A
believe
cat?
it was a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And that
sure
was like,
there are dogs and cats running loose in that place all the time.
it was on one of the ghost tours that me and Darren did before we started actually getting into it. And I just happened to look down the stairs going into the bottom, you know, where the main floor was. And I'm like, okay, guys, I think I just saw a cat shadow. And the lady's like, yeah. And I didn't even know there was a cat in there. And the lady's like, oh, you saw the cat shadow. I'm like, oh, so there's a cat in here. She goes, oh, yeah, there's a cat shadow in here. And I'm like, oh, cool. So that was kind of cool.
So, you know, one of the stories, I think Kevin told us a story that I found very interesting was with the morgue, where they would prop the caskets up so people can identify the dead bodies.
Yeah, they
So-
put a piece of glass over the front of
Right,
it. And
right.
if anybody
So-
knew who that person was, they needed to please identify them so they could put them in Boot Hill.
So we talk about the birdcage. that's only one location in a town.
Oh, yeah.
That you can. I mean,
many.
forget it. You can get
Yeah,
turned
there's-
loose.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty
The
of stuff
morgue
that
was incredible. If you ever get a chance to visit the morgue, just like I think a door down, or it's right next to Doc Holiday Saloon. The morgue is just incredible. My wife had a chance to go in there and have a great experience where she saw a cowboy figure, and I heard children up on the second floor, and they confirmed that his children used to stay up there when he was doing all the, the autopsies and preparing bodies that have been killed, and it's an amazing place. The morgue is an amazing place, but there's many places. There's actually a mine that a janitor worked in at one of the bars, and he started digging underground secretly and started finding silver, and they didn't discover it for years, and they finally found it, and they went down and shot him. And
that was in the basement of Big Nose Kate's.
Yep, that was
yeah.
Yep.
yeah, and that if you go down in there, which I've been down in there, it's very
we've been
very
down there
very
too.
spooky. Yeah,
So
so
it was very
that's
cool.
But there's many places, even around the city of Tombstone. There's a ton of activity.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to share my theory with y'all on why Tombstone is such a great place.
Let's hear it.
Because I always go back to it was a comment that Rebecca made when we first got, or maybe it was either Karen or Rebecca that made it.
The first episode we did.
The first episode we did, it said, "You are in death what you were in life."
Right.
And I think Tombstone is like the spirit world's Disneyland.
Oh, absolutely.
Because these are performers, and they just love the attention. That's why they don't pass on. That's why they don't go on, because they've got plenty of people coming to see them, and they are performers. So they are in death what they were in life.
And I think more people died in Tombstone than any other city in the 1883 to 1890. More people died in Tombstone than any other city in the United States.
Yeah. That's a good
Crazy
theory,
place.
though. I like that theory you have.
Yeah.
It's really
So
that sounds cool. Yeah.
Disneyland of the spirit world.
They were performers. Everyone that came to Tombstone to make it big, make it rich, and perform. The performers were attracted there completely, because that's where all the people were. And to just imagine all of the thousands of people that were there at one time, it's just astonishing for such a small town.
Rebecca just got home.
Honey.
Jump on at least say hi, Rebecca.
She needs to jump on.
Yeah, Rebecca.
I want to go to Boot Hill Grave. The cemetery.
I did
there.
stop by there on the way.
Oh, did you stop by there?
Well, but I couldn't get in because I left too early in the morning.
Right.
So it hadn't opened yet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have a story about Boot Hill. The Boot Hill Cemetery that you actually visit there is not where the original Boot Hill was.
Right, and they tell you that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
And if you can make friends with, there's a couple of people. There's Lawrence, Larry, and I forget the other guy's name. But if you can make friends with some of the locals there, they will take you to the original Boot Hill. But you got to kind of like sit down and have a beer and have camaraderie and make a relationship before you get invited to go down there. But I got invited to go down there, but it's amazing.
The last time
nothing-
you did that, you took a brick from Dracula's castle, didn't you?
I did do that. I did. But I'm just saying, it's not open to the public.
Right.
Boot Hill. But the Boot Hill that they have for the public is very interesting, and it's very, very similar to the original Boot Hill. But Boot Hill is not. I hate to break people's hearts if you've been to Boot Hill.
It broke my heart when I first found out about it. Like, oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
It just killed me. It killed me. I went through there. Yeah, I went through
Rebecca,
there and
jump
saw
on.
Lester
Yeah, but
Moore killed with
Didn't
a
they move the
44.
bodies though to what the graveyard is now?
No.
They only moved the tombstones. They didn't move the bodies.
The bodies
Sorry.
are still at the original Boot Hill, and they're still marked, but not with the same markers.
But isn't there? Wait, so where is the original Boot Hill? Isn't there a
It's
road going over it or
north.
something?
It's southeast of the town,
Okay.
and
We need
it's
to go
huge.
find
It's
it.
much bigger than Boot Hill because there's a lot of people buried there.
But what's
Yeah,
what's
see-
there though? Are there gravestones there, or is it just an empty?
There
There-
lot?
there are
are
gravestones.
markers. They're markers,
okay,
and they're
okay.
gravestones.
But see, since
the-
they're all entertainers, they're
the
followed.
majority of the tombstones at the original Boot Hill were labeled as unknown or suicide.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Boy,
That's true. We
you
need
have
to
to
go-
bring
we
down
need
a
to go-
party.
We need to
That
go
would be
find
a
this
fun
place.
place to go. Yeah, we should
Oh,
get permission to go to the original Boot Hill. That would be a spectacular place to go visit.
Oh, it'd be
Wendy,
cool.
you need to work your magic and go do that.
I will try my best. And another, not to change the subject of Tombstone because I love Tombstone, but another graveyard that is pretty cool, and you guys, we should do it, is the Clown Motel.
Oh,
It's a killer place to go stay at. Their graveyard out there with the miners, they died, and it's a cool graveyard. And it's the hotel, and then you just walk maybe, I don't know, 20 feet from the hotel, and there's the graveyard.
Yeah,
And I got-
I didn't know it was that
Pretty
close.
crazy.
is that in Nevada? Where is it?
Yeah, that's in Nevada.
yeah.
In Nevada. It's in Goldfield, Nevada. Like a little bit. I don't know my southeast west, but it's
Is it by
Little bit.
Tonopah?
there. You go.
Rebecca
Thank
just said that.
Yeah, Tonopah. Yeah.
Okay,
So
yes,
that's-
thank you, honey.
Rebecca,
Oh.
jump on.
It's about a 4-hour
Rebecca,
drive from
where are you?
Las Vegas.
Come on.
And then the Goldfield High School. Me and Darren got to go in there for like 3 hours by ourselves in the daytime. The lady said, "Yeah, just go in and just just let us know when you're done."
How
Very
many people died in high school?
I don't even know. I know there's a little girl there, and I got video. I'll have to share this video. I think I've done it a few times, but definitely there is something. There's a little
Oh,
girl.
how?
That high school is so freaking cool, dude. So cool. You'll love it.
So back to the SLS. That was amazing. I hope we can do some future SLS footage because since we had that experience at the hitching post, that's probably over the K2, over the mill. That's probably one of my favorite tools.
That's
now.
why I love it. That's why I love the SLS is because it's the same thing. If there's something there and you get something and there's nothing
You
there
know
for
it.
it to be mapping or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. You don't have to debunk it like the K2, like it was a
Exactly.
conduit, it was electric.
Yeah.
When you see the SLS, you
Yep.
actually see the spirits, and it is fantastic.
Right. And that's what I said. The SLS can be tricky. If you have it in a crowded place, you can pick up, like I said, you can pick up somebody's image in a window. You can pick up an image of a chair.
Right.
It can do that. But you have to kind of, because I've used it so much, I can kind of tell if it's legit or if it's not. That was a legit thing that night.
That
There was
was a
nothing
totally
there.
legit.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, there was nothing there to map out. There was the
And I
Rebecca, we
think if
sent you
that-
the link, Rebecca.
Oh, go ahead, Rebecca.
I sent Rebecca the link. So
And I think if you look at this footage of this SLS at the hitching post, I've showed my friends, I've showed skeptics, I've showed everyone. There's not one person that hasn't just freaked out about it. I mean, it is.
I'm out of beer.
Amazing.
We have no more beer.
Oh,
We
wait,
can-
wait.
We drank
I
it
have
all.
to do it. Here we go,
we
guys.
can't drink
It's not beer, but it's
Cheers.
rum and Coke.
Damn it.
Ah, rum and Coke. Here, have another one.
I
Oh, Lord.
want. Oh wait. Here, I want to play this party. Dang it!
Yeah,
This
we
game,
don't do
whatever you want to call it.
we don't do the hum button as much as we should.
I know because we need to have a
Huh?
producer running this board
That's
while
gonna,
we're doing the show.
That's going to happen soon. Lindsay's going to
Yeah.
take over the production role.
I
of
still
this
want.
eventually.
I would still love to hear one of the boing buttons, like it goes
Oh,
boing.
yeah, we don't. The closest thing we have to a boing is a fail. That's not even close.
Not even close. Good try though.
Yeah,
We have to reset our buttons.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of buttons to come up with. But
And
we'll work on
yeah,
it.
we had, I know, I'm sure you guys got more of our investigations to get together, because I would love to talk about, and you know which one that scared the crap out of all of us.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yes,
Yeah. No,
that
definitely.
was a good one. We need to get together and talk about that one for sure too. That was such a good investigation. We got to go back, which
Yeah.
I'm going to get us in there. I want to do it around when it gets cooler, because it's just so hot in there. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
It's
we-
hot, yeah.
But I'll get us in there again. I want to do it again. And this time, Tim, you got to be there. Who
Oh,
else
I
didn't go? Kevin and Brian need to go back. Yeah, because that's pretty active too. That's probably one of my favorite out of state places to go is there.
But you know what was crazy about that night? And I don't want to get too much into it because we will do an episode on it. But we spent a good portion of that night. I mean, between running to Circle K and getting water and all that stuff, it was kind of inactive for the first part of the night. But then as the night started going on,
Yeah.
That was as the storm moved.
as the
in.
storm moved in. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's when
For the
things started.
crazy storm too. Crazy
Mhm.
storm.
Yep.
And it just brought up all that. I think it just stirred up everything because it started getting really crazy at the end of the night before we left.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's that's probably my most, well, I don't want to, what do I want to call it? Convincing pieces of evidence, I think, was from there.
Oh, I
for
mean,
me.
how can you deny it? I mean, it was.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, there was just nothing
It's like the hitching post is totally undeniable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a great place too.
That was a great place. I think we need to go back there and let this man move on.
And was it there also at the hitching post? Like somebody said the name of the person that died in a car crash or whatever.
Yes, his name.
Motorcycle
He used to sit
accident.
at the bar all
There
the
you go.
time. He pulled up. His name was.
Started with-
it was a
there every
Texas
night.
name. Texas name.
He sat there every night, the same spot at the bar, for years.
Austin.
And then one night,
Austin. that's right.
Austin.
It was
Austin.
Austin.
Oh,
And
there you
then
go.
we got Austin many times on the on the Ghost Box. And
Yeah, we got to keep a lot of this on the down low.
On the down low.
Oh,
Until we get that episode out. 'cause
Do the
it was
episode.
all right, let's do
yeah.
that.
We,
But I
gotta
think we
do
need
it.
to do. I think we need to do another investigation there and set the spirit free, and then put that all as one. That would be awesome.
Where are you at, Rebecca? I gave you the link, Rebecca. Join us.
You want to wrap it up with my hotel story.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
You're
All right.
crazy.
This is more funny than it is scary.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Not for Joey.
Well, I was going to say maybe not for us.
For the rest of us.
I laughed about it going home.
Yeah, exactly. We all laughed about it after we heard it. Yeah.
It was funny
Yeah.
for us as we're getting the text messages going, oh shit, Joey got locked in the hotel.
Can't get out.
It was kind of funny at the moment, but then we're like, oh boy.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell that story, Joey.
Well, I was hoping Rebecca could get on, but maybe she'll
Come on, girl.
pop on.
She said she's trying.
She's
trying to get
trying.
on, so
Try.
All right. So end of the night, we finish up our investigation there at the good old Birdcage. And our original plans were Keith and I were going to share a room. So we got the big room.
right.
You know, it had two separate bedrooms and even a living room. And so it was a pretty good sized place. But since we didn't really start our investigation until later in the evening, it means we didn't get done till about 4
Right.
in the morning. And Lindsay had to drive home, so Keith wasn't really happy about her driving home being so tired.
Right.
So
There's
he decided to join her in the drive home, which meant that I had to be in the room all by myself.
Hello.
Yeah. There she
So you guys
is.
know it.
Hi,
You can say your-
Rebecca.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Sorry I'm so late, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah. So you were the only one that was awake when I had my distress call. So
I know.
So Rebecca, let's hear about your side of the story.
Okay,
Well,
well, I was awake because I was afraid to sleep with the roaches.
So she didn't get any sleep at all.
Not much.
Yeah, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to get hotel rooms somewhere.
Oh, great.
So Joey, go ahead and tell what happened, and then Rebecca
Okay.
can fill
Well,
in
we were going to try to do an investigation in this room because we were told it was very haunted, and but we had a pretty fun-filled and packed night, there in Tombstone. So we didn't really get to do that to any big extent, but we did kind of hang out in there before the investigation, and it was kind of had a creepy vibe to it,
What are you doing, Billy?
So
That
it was
whole
creepy
hotel
enough.
had a creepy vibe. for
Yeah,
sure.
it did. Yeah. So knowing that I had to go back to that room all by myself and try to get some sleep, because I mean, when Keith said he was going to drive home, I thought, oh man, I think I'd just like to go home now too, but I knew I'd never make it. So I needed to get some sleep. So, and plus we paid for the room. So I get back to the room and, it was like, it had a creepy vibe to it. I'm not lying, so I've got to get some sleep because I'm going to get out of here as soon as the sun rises, which is only a couple hours away.
Yep.
And so finally, when I climb into bed, I didn't actually climb into the bed. So I decided at that point that I was just going to sleep on top of the covers, and I had my bag all ready to go. Everything was ready except for my toothbrush because I just can't. Anyway.
See, it's funny. I told you, it's funny.
So I lay down on this stinking bed and close my eyes. And the second I close my eyes, I hear. And so I open my eyes and I go, well, I know that's not me because I haven't fallen asleep yet. But as soon as I open my eyes and look around, it's just dead quiet. And I left the lights on, not in the bedroom I was in, but in the hallway and in, the living room. So I could see into the other bedroom, and of course I know nobody's in there. And so I thought, okay, I got to get some sleep. So I close my eyes again, and sure enough, like, and I open my eyes one more time and look around, and the stupid noise stops as soon as I open my eyes. And it's like, damn it, I've got to get some sleep because I'm going to get out of here as soon as the sun rises, So I close my eyes and, I'm hearing this snoring thing go, and I just told myself, I'm just going to have to deal with it, And so anyway, I fall asleep. And I wake up, and it's like, what was it, about 7:30? You think, Rebecca?
Yeah,
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, 7:30,
so
quarter to 8. Pretty
Yeah,
close.
so I see the sun's up, and I go, all right, I'm out of here. So I go brush my teeth. I get my bag ready, go to the front door, turn the deadbolt. Well, actually, I didn't turn the deadbolt. First, I just unlocked the door, and bam, the dang thing went open. And so then I noticed, the deadbolt's closed too. And here's how I know I didn't do anything with the deadbolt, because when we first got there, we couldn't get the key to even turn.
Right, we can. Yeah.
So I knew something was wrong with the deadbolt.
Yeah.
And so I turned the knob on the deadbolt, and like I'm opening it and try to get the door open, and no, it's still jammed. I mean, that deadbolt was closed, and no matter how I turned the knob, that deadbolt wasn't coming out. And so then my heart starts racing just a little bit, realizing, shit, I'm not getting out of here right now. And had I had my wits about me at the time, I could have made a great episode out of this. I had my phone, didn't have any tools with me because I left everything out in the car. You know, if I had my ghost hunting kit, I've got some tools in there and stuff, but no, everything was out in the car so I could get out of there. So
I told you climb back in the window so we could videotape you coming out.
yeah, should have done it. Should have done it. So yeah, that was.
We forgot. Climb back in there.
So I knew I had our text, our group text. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to try this. Hopefully somebody's awake. So I text, all right, you're not going to believe this, but I'm locked in my room and I can't get out.
I wasn't even sure if that was a serious text or not. I'm like, really?
I'm sitting here in Chandler just going, what the hell is going on?
It was so crazy.
So Rebecca texts me back, says, do you need help? And of course I said, well, yeah, I think I do.
I guess.
So she comes back, or did you go to the desk
I
first?
went to see you first to see if maybe it would open from the outside if you held it or pushed it or whatever. So yeah, we went, we tried it. It wasn't moving.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And then you went to the office. So
and then I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I'll go see.
Yeah. So while you were going to the office to talk to the guy, I decided to see if, because I knew the window in the bedroom that I slept in, there's no way to get out of it because it's like one of those little tiny, slits that's 8 feet off the floor.
Right.
So I went into the other bedroom and there was a good sized window and I could see that it went out into the alleyway. I said, I can
that's
get out
where our
here.
room floor was, in the alley.
Yeah. So I know I could get out that way. So anyway, when Rebecca gets back with the dude, he's telling me, well, no, turn the deadbolt. I'm turning the damn deadbolt. It's just not opening. And so then I told Rebecca, I said, well, meet me around the alleyway and I'm going to jump out the window, and get out of here. So Rebecca meets me around the back in the alley and, I hand her my bag and climb out the window and my foot gets stuck on the curtain trying to get out the window.
Why is this not on video?
I know. I should have handed her my camera before.
It was a spur of the moment thing. We had to get out of the room.
Yeah, so finally, when I'm out of the room, finally I'm safe in the alleyway. I turned to Rebecca and I go, well, the window's wide open, and it just seemed weird to me, so I started to close it, and I said, well, I'm going to leave this cracked a little bit so that they can get back in.
Specifically you saying you're going to leave it cracked a little bit in case he had to climb in that way to get it unlocked. You said that, and you did that right in front of my face. The guy does not believe me.
Yeah, and then we went right from there to out front to my car or my truck, and we said our goodbyes, and I took off. Well, I think I was finally in Tucson or whatever when I had to get some gas, and then I saw that you'd text back because I'd missed that while I was driving. He said that the guys came back and they said, well, we can't get in because he locked the window. He closed the window. She goes, no, we didn't.
Yeah, I was packing my stuff right after you, so the guy got there pretty quickly. And I saw him at the back window. I remember it was cracked. The window had a big crack in it. And he's untaping that crack and stuff. And I said, the window's not locked. You can just slide it open if you need to get in. And he's like, kind of looked at me weird. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go carry my stuff out to my car. I'm getting ready to leave. And then the front desk guy comes out and he's like, he locked the window. I'm like, no, he did not. In front of my face, did not lock the window.
So there's some spirits in there.
It was crazy.
So I have to laugh at something real quick. So Vinny, did you read what Vinny said?
No, I missed it.
No.
He says, sleep on the top and use a bath towel as a blanket.
Oh, that's right. I did miss that part. That's exactly what I did. Yeah. When I the second time that I opened my eyes and the snoring went away, I realized I was cold. So I went and got a bath towel. And covered my arms. That's how I finally got to sleep.
Oh, my.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Room
Should have
109 at
Should
the
have videoed every bit of that.
Tombstone Motel. That's
Tombstone
what it was.
Motel. That would have
Yeah.
been great.
Awesome.
Yeah, we won't be back there anytime soon. Not the Tombstone Motel. At least I will not.
But we have to at least rent the room so we can go in there and do some some investigating.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
sleep there.
you guys have fun with all that. I'll meet you at Deuces later.
Nice.
I was so jealous when I heard your story. I was like, damn, why couldn't that have been me? You know?
Well, I was so pissed after I left because I realized that I could have documented it all.
I know. I thought about
Yeah,
it too.
there should have
after
been
you
a
left.
camera the whole time.
Dang it. I really missed a great opportunity here.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But
Next, no.
I made it home safe.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So
I
Rebecca,
like
did you get anything substantial on that trip as far as evidence goes?
You know what? I'm terrible, you guys. I have only reviewed a fraction of I just took audio. I had 2 or 3 different audios going the whole night long. I've listened to probably about a half an hour of it. And of course, it's the half hour at the beginning where we're all talking. We're like, hey, are we going to turn the lights out yet? Hey, what's over there? You know what I mean? So I will get into it for sure. And I'll look more closely. I didn't take any video or anything else, though.
You took
all the
some,
video.
So you get the video, I'm sorry, of when the millimeter, remember my hand was stretched out. Did you get any video when that was going on? You remember?
Did I don't think I had the video camera down there, did I?
Yeah.
Or
You
did
said
I?
You said, I'm videotaping.
Oh. Well, sheesh then. I probably have video. I haven't even looked at that yet.
Shame on you.
Because I was like, somebody bring a video or your phone or something. You go, oh, I got it.
Shoot, I must have grabbed the camera, yeah. So I'll look through it all this week, though, you guys. I promise. By
Well, hopefully you have
maybe
better luck.
next Monday.
I
give you an answer to that.
I think I have maybe over an hour worth of video
Wow.
with no audio.
No audio.
Okay, I have about 4.5 hours of audio on a couple different
crap.
devices.
With no video.
Yeah, with no video, exactly. Maybe we can match them up.
Yeah.
That's what we did. So should I replay that EVP we got? So
Yeah.
Rebecca
Oh,
can hear
yes,
it?
please.
All right. So here's an EVP that we got. This is matching up my audio with Joey's video. It's interesting. Let me know what you think.
Can you come? There's a flashlight right here, and if you touch it, it'll light up.
You were shot?
Rest in peace.
Can you come and turn it on?
So the EVP was coming then, obviously,
Yeah.
right? And then Rest in Peace was on what, the Ovilus or something?
Ghost tube.
Ghost Tube. Okay. That was super clear and very feminine,
Right?
right? That's crazy. Good catch, guys.
And what was interesting about that is, and I don't know if it was because of the interactions I was having that night, but it was
being touched.
with the females. It was because
Yeah.
the female said my name 3 times on the spirit box that night.
Mhm.
That's what Kevin caught. So that was interesting.
Hey, Keith, were you the one that saw the figure coming up the stairs, like, or heard it or
Yes.
something, and then nothing?
Yes.
Okay. Just a short time before that, Kevin was standing, where say the stairs are here. I'm standing in front of that table. Kevin's standing behind me. We're all kind of facing the stairway, though. And he was sure, and he's like, even to me for a second. I'm all, what? And he's like, someone's coming up the steps.
Yep.
Seriously, there's no one on the stairs. He's like, no, seriously, there is. He's like, here, wait a second. Nobody came around the steps.
So what was
And
weird
a few
is
minutes later, yeah, Keith had that same experience kind of thing.
yeah, what was weird about it is we were doing that spirit box session at the time that it happened, and I'm looking at the banister, right? And there was something in front of the banister, so you can only see a few of the rods, coming in between. And we had the red light from the millimeter
Right.
that was sitting down there,
Right.
and all of a sudden, or the REM pod, sorry. All of a sudden I see like this shadow just coming up the stairs. It was the weirdest thing. And I turned my flashlight on. I'm like, there's nobody there.
No one there.
And it was just weird. It was so
And
weird.
I was awake at that time.
I think you were awake at that time.
Yeah, did anybody get any EVPs of Joey sleeping?
That was so funny. I was telling him earlier. I'm like, I'm walking by, and he's like kind of sitting there, but he's kind of like leaned to the side. I'm like, is he sleeping?
Dude, that's just
Why is he
wrong.
doing that?
Hey, I paid for the place.
That was during our quiet
sleep.
session, wasn't it?
It was during
Yeah.
our quiet
That's probably
session.
the most.
It got a
That
little
was
too
probably
quiet.
the most rest you got the whole night.
Yeah, that was the better rest
Probably
that I got.
But the stairs are probably the most active place in the
Oh.
building.
It seemed like it, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I first experienced the staircases when me and Darren went in for just for the regular day tour, and it was me, my daughter, and him, and that's when I was going down the stairs, and you know those like in those haunted houses where the round wheel thing, and you're like trying to walk and that happened to me on those stairs, and I just felt so like I was just gonna I was on one of those things, and I was just slowly tipping to the side.
And I'm telling you, the smell down those stairs are amazing. The smell is from top to bottom changes like 3 times.
You want to talk smell? Let's talk the DeSoto.
Oh no, let's not go there. Let's not talk about
Dude,
that. Let's not.
that
talk
was
about
horrible. Horrible.
I'm talking good smells.
No, that smell was consistent the whole night. It was ass the whole night. That's all. it was.
I'm surprised that one of us didn't grow an extra head or something. from all
Right?
this
No
stuff in there.
kidding.
Oh my God, that was.
That is one fat cat.
This is only a baby.
Oh,
Look at my baby. I want my
Wow.
baby.
This is one of my new kittens.
Rebecca.
It's 7 months old.
wow.
Here, Rebecca.
Like
Here's
15 years yet.
That's
here's
huge.
Billy.
for 7 months.
Behave.
Yeah.
Billy.
What is that? Is it a cougar or what? A panther? You may have the wrong feline.
You should see our cat. Our cat's like, what is Seymour? 14 pounds, Lindsay? He's pretty,
size.
Yeah, but
pretty
he's
big
not
boy.
7 months old.
Yeah, that's my tiny cat. I have a big Siamese looking one that's
You may have a black panther
Is it a-
and you don't even know it.
The hell you
Is it a
feeding
rag
that
doll?
thing?
You want Billy? He's a brat. He is.
oh no. We have no room for no more cats.
Rebecca,
Oh
is
my
it a
God.
rag doll? Is that your other one?
Yes, it is. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah, those get huge.
Yeah, she's cute. She's mean though. And I think she might be a little inbred. She's got no front teeth. So her tongue always sticks out.
And Brett, huh?
Does she like beer?
And does she have an
Don't trust
accent?
her with beer.
Does she have an accent? If anybody, you should get that, okay? No,
Oh,
funny.
God.
Southern people are known for that kind
Oh,
of stuff.
there's a cute.
What, inbred?
Yeah, inbreeding, yes.
It's only
I have
like
a-
6 weeks old.
I have a baby bear.
Oh, cute.
You can't see his eyes.
No,
Because his
No,
head is
I've
looking
never,
up.
I've never seen her eyes. Never.
No, that's creepy.
Little Shih Tzu.
There's an eye.
Yeah, she's a little
That's
Shih
a
Tzu, but
dog.
you can,
Or, what is that? Is it a dog?
Shih Tzu.
What is that?
Oh,
She's 8.
well, I could,
Looks like
oh, he's
It's-
cute.
So cute.
she's
So they
8.
could-
She's
You
8.
can't see the face, really. It's all
No, you
smashed
can't.
in.
That's
saw
a
the tongue.
It's a female.
There it is.
Yeah, she's 8 weeks old, and she looks like a bear from the back. If you look at her butt when she walks,
Oh, come on now.
like
That's
a
not
little
right.
black bear. Didn't mean to show you her butt, but no, she's a cutie.
Oh my gosh, she is.
If it was a male, I'd say call it Darren. It'd be like Shadow Man. No eyes, no nothing. That's funny. That's hilarious.
You can get her.
Crazy. Well, cool guys. Well, so that was our experience in Tombstone. It was a lot of fun. Uh-oh.
Here comes Seymour.
Here comes Seymour. You gonna bring Seymour in now? We're gonna show off Seymour.
Anymore.
I know. We gotta bring Seymour in. Seymour is freaking huge.
Oh, Seymour's cute.
Seymour!
Seymour cat.
That's the kitty that ran away from me when I was over at you guys' place in the summertime.
He ran away from you?
Yeah.
Aw.
But he loved your
Your
boyfriend.
kitty ran away from me. I went to go pet him. He's all, nope, not today.
Crazy.
Well, what have we learned tonight, Keith?
And we all have animals.
We all got big.
No shit. Huh?
We all got big kitties. I was gonna say it's something different.
Yeah.
Oh. Here's the big one.
I'll keep it clean.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Oh my
crap.
goodness, look how pretty she is.
That's a freaking.
Yeah.
That's a
Look at her
bear.
eyes.
Yeah. My son just said, let her go before she kills you. She's not the friendliest cat ever.
And another thing we've learned: do not stay in a hotel room with Joey because weird things might happen.
Because
Oh,
I
I'm ready.
snore.
I'll do it.
Oh.
I'll do it, but I'll be recording the whole time.
I kind of regret not staying now, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, hey.
I'm sad I didn't make it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
next
fun.
time everybody will make it.
Yeah.
Well, next time we might just do other kinds of spirits, not the ghosty spirits. We had
That
fun.
would be fun too.
Yes, it would.
So where'd the other guys go?
Where you go, guys?
Back.
We lost it
Oh,
for
they
some
left it.
reason.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what happened there.
Uh-oh.
No, what I was gonna say is
I thought you guys were just done. You're like, show's over. Bye.
Sorry.
no, we didn't do
We'll
our
just
ending.
stay
yet.
here. We'll
No,
see you next Tuesday.
No, we need to do our sleepover at the jail. I've been dying to do that for a long time.
And do a live
Yes.
stream from there too.
Yes.
Okay, Vinny, if you're there, you're still on. Vinny, got to do it.
Yep.
You got this, Vinny. We need to set
Vinny
that up.
can set it up
Yep.
for sure.
Absolutely. We need to do that.
Another
So-
important thing we learned tonight:
Have more beer.
More beer.
Stella Artois in the bottle or the can.
Bottle.
I kind of like the can.
I'm going to go with the can.
Bottle.
I like the tap.
Well,
I like
didn't-
tap beer too.
yep.
Yeah.
I do like tap beer.
Skunky? Not skunky. That's what I noticed.
Yep. Crazy.
That was
Yeah.
tonight's lesson.
Well, guys, we need to do an investigation again soon, all of us together. And I promise that we'll start putting some of these episodes out. We have to get to it. We really
If you guys put some of these episodes out, I'll look through some of my old evidence.
please do.
Please do.
Please
I'm
do.
so bad at that.
We need evidence.
I'll definitely look through Tombstone. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah,
that works.
please.
I like that.
Yeah, because we have to use that intro for something.
For something, yeah, exactly. Joey wrote a really
That
cool
was,
intro.
that was a cool. In Tombstone, you mean?
Oh, the
That
one that you
intro?
did that
Yeah.
we couldn't play tonight because
Oh, that
it
was cool too. But no,
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah, I
about
like
the
Oh,
intro
the SUDS
that you wrote.
intro.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's really cool. So we have to
Yeah.
use that for something. So
Yeah, that would be fun.
Are you drinking milk?
I am drinking a pumpkin spice white Russian.
Why
Ooh,
Russian?
You know what?
Oh.
Pumpkin
You know what?
spice.
My next thing was going to be you can make a great white Russian out of that milk there. Look at that. That's funny.
That's what
Spice
she's
White
been
Russian.
feeding our cats. That's why our cats are so damn big.
Right? Exactly. That's funny.
But, yeah. So we all need to get together, and get back on another investigation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Yes, Vulture Mine for sure.
Yeah, Vinny.
Vinny.
definitely.
Culture
Yeah.
Mine. Yeah,
That'd be
that's
cool.
pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
Tell Jay we're in.
It's Vulture Mind. We need to do the airplanes. We need to do.
We got a lot to do.
Oh, we have a lot
We
to
need
do.
to even.
And we need
fossil
to share it
cricket
all.
with people. Yeah.
Share. Sharing is
share.
caring.
Sharing is caring.
caring.
That is exactly it. Hey,
Remember
you guys. So we are going to do a Halloween episode on the 30th, which is Friday. So we want you guys to join us for that.
We got some
if you're
special guests
available.
on that one.
Do we?
Or no, we don't.
Not yet.
That's Tuesday. We have
That's
Tuesday
Tuesday.
before.
Yes.
So we have the special guest,
Yes.
but maybe we can talk him into coming back too.
But we need to have some guests back on the 30th so we can tell some
Ghost
scary
stories.
stories.
And I'll be in Mexico again.
God damn you.
You're fired. You're fired.
Live from Mexico.
Live from Mexico.
Do you stay there through the Day of the Dead? When you go?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, yeah.
The
Yeah, I would
Friday,
love to
Saturday,
go.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Absolutely. It's one of the
Oh,
best
definitely
places to
take
be.
some video.
It's absolutely fantastic. If anyone could make it, it's just the Day of Dead in Rocky Point is amazing.
We used to
That'll
go
be
there
good.
all the time. Me and Darren used to. I loved Rocky Point. I love Rocky Point.
Yeah, I will never miss Day of the Dead in Mexico again, ever. It's fantastic.
Mike says, bring your internet pesos, Tim. This time.
Yeah, I will.
Those
Yeah,
are
I just buy a local
pesos?
phone and
Yep.
the burner phone and get on the internet for a little while at
Yeah.
the Playa Bonita RV park. They have
I
free
can't
internet.
control that.
All right, guys. So we're going to wrap it up.
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I have family things going on right now as well.
Oh, boy.
well,
The way you turn around, look back at the camera, like, did they hear that?
I forgot to hit mute.
Oh, boy. Where's that cough button? You got to hit that cough
God, we
button.
missed it.
Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys coming on with us to discuss our investigation in Tombstone, Arizona.
Yes. Thanks for having me and all of us, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys.
so much
Thanks for
fun.
coming on. But yeah,
Always
definitely.
fun.
Let's plan on coming back on that Friday, the 30th.
Yeah.
We'll do a.
All right.
Are we doing this all at
Halloween
6
special.
o'clock again, you guys?
Why is it too early?
Yeah, a little bit. Let's do 7.
Well, we're talking about that. So give us
Or
your
how about
comments if you
those-
guys want us to go back to 7, because we're talking about the time change. So the time change is going to
Yeah.
play a factor in here. So
Or you can have
Which
us
we
on
don't
around.
change here, but
Yeah. Oh,
other
yeah.
places do.
But
so.
you can have us on around 7 because it's better for me around 7. You
Yeah,
saw
so
when
we-
I called earlier, when I was on earlier, I was like, I'm starving. I just got in. I had to eat.
Well,
I gotta eat.
It could be our Halloween open house.
right.
So that
Yeah, there we go.
You know,
Okay, that
That's a
sounds
good
good.
idea.
For many different places.
yeah. So hop in when you're available.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's how we can do it.
Perfect.
I'll go with
And
that.
we're dressing up on Halloween too. So do you guys plan on dressing up?
I'll dress up.
Sure.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yep.
I'll dress
All
up like Cheeto. I'll be a dude, okay? I'll dress up like a dude.
I like that idea.
All right.
That'd be.
And
That'd be
also remember, Joey, Keith, and I are not shaving our beards until we get 1,000 subscribers. Have you guys still got your beards?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
coming in
I got a little bit going.
Yeah.
Ladies,
It's growing.
I
It's growing.
wasn't talking to the ladies, but
I actually think
Yeah.
Lindsay's picking up the dye for our beards too, so that'll be
oh,
nice.
awesome.
So yeah. So when we hit the 1,000, we're gonna dye them different colors.
Rainbow
whatever.
colors or something.
Right.
Like
Next
that,
day,
some
we're
weird
going
shit.
to shave them.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
It'll be great.
Yeah, my wife's ready for that 1,000 mark.
Let me tell you, if you get to 1,000, I'll grow a beard, okay?
Oh, hey. I don't know if you want to
That's
make
what I
that
can
bet there,
understand.
Wendy.
Yeah.
We were worried about the 999 and
Right.
that one person wasn't going to do it. But if you'll grow a beard at 999, we'll get
There
that
you go.
1,000.
Who wants to see Wendy in a beard?
We're gonna get 1,000 like tomorrow.
I was gonna say we're gonna wake up tomorrow. It'll be at $9.95.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Yeah, maybe I should not say that, huh? Maybe I have to
Right.
start
Well,
shaving now.
thank you guys so much, man. We've had a good
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. And Tim, we got a special guest of yours on next Tuesday, so got to tune in for that.
Yeah. Can't wait for that.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
No teasing. It's just going to be fun.
I'm not saying nothing. My lip.
All right.
My
Be
lips are sealed.
sure you tune in next Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
All
All right,
right.
guys. So we'll let you guys go, and we're gonna wrap it up here.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
well,
Always
we'll
have
Love
fun
you
with you
guys.
guys.
Take care.
We'll see you
good night.
soon. All right.
Good night.
Good night.
And we don't have it. We're dry.
I know we're dry. I'm sorry.
What are we going to toast with?
I don't know.
Wow.
But I do have to roll our parrot family, even though we do need to.
It needs to be updated.
we
I
need to update
I
it.
got it here. You need to.
Yeah, we need to update that, but I'm going to
Just
roll it
send it to
anyway.
you.
So,
Okay.
so yeah, we got some good stuff coming up in the next couple weeks, everybody. We hope everybody joins in with us. You know, it was kind of unanimous. Everybody wanted us to do a Halloween special, so I think we decided just to go ahead and do it. So we will. So that'll be Friday, October 30th. We would do a special Halloween episode. You know, the next couple episodes we got coming up in the next 2 weeks are going to be really special. So we got
So special.
So we got some cool stuff going on. I won't say much about next week because I really want it to be a surprise, but I will say the following week, which is the 27th, I believe it is.
That sounds right.
correctly.
Well, let me look.
In time for Halloween.
Yes, the 27th.
27th. Okay, that's what I thought. Our episode's going to be about horror films. So, and I won't say anything more than that.
Yeah, I want to talk about your favorite horror films, though.
Yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun. That's going to be a blast. Yeah.
Well, that's been the Truth About Beer's Happy Unexplained Hour, or
Episode 19. We're really at 19 already. That's crazy. I think we've done that for this long.
the year's almost gone.
It is. It is. So until next week, we have nothing left to cheers, but we'll cheers anyway.
I think I could get a drip out
A
of
little
it.
swig out of that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, well, until next time.
yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Same
Till
time,
then.
or are we going to 7? What are we doing? Have we decided yet?
Well,
haven't.
does everybody's time change this weekend?
I don't know. I was told it was right before election. I see people posting that it's next week. It's changing. I can't.
We're
keep
so
up with it.
confused
We're
because we
confused.
never change.
We don't have to change.
Don't go changing. Try and please me.
Try and please me. So we'll see what happens. We'll make the announcement. You let us know. Let us know in the comments. You guys want us to go back to 7? Are you good with 6 o'clock our time, or it's all for you guys. Let us know. We're good either way.
Drop it in the comments, please.
Let us know. All right.
All right.
Till next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll see you guys.
You are wondering where to find the Truth About Beer and merchandise? You've come to the right place. BS Designs has all the merch you've been looking for, from t-shirts and koozies to the very collectible The Truth About Beer and themed gnomes. Visit BS Designs today.
If you're looking to fill up your man cave, she shed, or just looking to decorate or redecorate your house, please visit our good friends at Boomer's Department Stores. And while you're there, be sure to check out their blog page.
Whether you're an aspiring paranormal enthusiast or a seasoned professional, or perhaps you're just looking to add to your equipment inventory, look no further than Ghost Hunters Outlet. They have all your equipment needs. For a limited time, mention the word beer in the promotional code for additional savings. And be sure to watch The Truth About Beer and on YouTube.
Welcome to The Truth About Beer.